Okay, hello everyone. Good day. I hope everyone have a wonderful day. So I've been working quite a bit on my open project. I've been using Astro. Astro is kind of like Next.js, but it's more faster for the content based. Um, I'm going to explain how you build with Astro actually, just the framework. I'm not gonna go with coding or anything like that. Because even with AI, it will not help you. Because when I started, I thought that's easy. But it actually the structure what's really important. You need to know the structure to build in Astro. Without this information, you're just gonna be struggling a lot. So the first thing we're gonna look into our this the first thing. Let's first start with layout. Layout is really important. This is kind of like the design um, uh, that your site gonna follow. This is not where the CSS gonna be. This is just like the base. Um, if you want to have templates, it's not of templates. If you want to have one consistent look in your site, gonna use layout for that. In this layout, you're gonna import different style, CS style, your font style, and the global color and the global design. This layout is just rather than using for multiple pages. For example, you have 100 pages. You do not need to put all of this on all 100 pages. You're just gonna say import from this layout, and you're gonna import all of these. So rather than repeating all this code, just use this layout. You can optimize it for mobile also, for the menu, for the header, for the footer, for the base head. All of these all will be optimized here. Also optimizing performance, optimizing anything you want is going to be on the layout. So it will be easy to change 100 pages using the layout. Layout sometimes interfere with the CSS. It's kind of like the style. Sometimes you might really find two different, or you might use the same code in both of them. So you need to a little bit have some consistency. The CS is gonna be your style. This is layout is gonna be your own scaling method with different pages. Some people actually do not use CSS. They put like they do not have different CS file. They just put the CS, the style on their layout, and just that will be enough. But for me, I kind of like to separate them, so I can use the layout, and I can, if I want to change the design, I could do that by changing only the CSS. If you want, for example, I have multiple input characters in my page. I used JavaScript JavaScript to do that. I put all the information here and import them. So I do not need to change the Astro file. So that will be much easier for me to debug or change everything. So your Astro file will not be. Oh, let me show you. Like this is character. Your Astro file will not have all the information. That's the thing. I want to see this is layout, pages. So Nova character. Okay, you can see this is the Astro pages. I do not want this one to have a lot of information. Only wanting to have a little bit of information. It's only 192. This is only HTML code. I don't want this. I don't want to keep repeating things multiple times. So the best thing I could remove the information from the GS file. Yeah, I move the information into GS file. Then I just put the HTML into Astro. Then I could use import layout. You can see here layout. Then I import the GS using this one. Will save me a lot of time. You do not import the CS from here. You import the CS into your layout. So that would be something pretty important. You can import this yes here, but I kind of like to keep everything into the layout. So if you want to build, this is how I do start. I start with layout, then I start with CSS. Then if I want, I could build components. This is for the header for optimizing image. In Astro, you do not really want to have a full image. Let me show you in the site. Okay. So in this is my site I'm building right now. You don't want to have this image full size. You want to optimize it so it become much faster. So we need to write some component in this one. Writing component here for optimizing image will help make the size much smaller, and once you load it will be much easier to load, so it will be much faster. This is good for people who do not have pretty fast internet. You can see different design, small, small to small. So if I go here, you can see main image. You can see here. This has not been updated, which is really interesting. You will be able to find them in optimize game, so we can find it here. You can see there is different sizes. This is also pretty good for mobile, so it will be much easier to load these things. You need to run the script. The problem with this is gonna take a little bit of size in your project, but it's not gonna be much. It's gonna be a little bit. For the component in the header, I put some. Like there is two header for there's one mobile and there is one for desktop. This will make it much easier to organize things for the components. Anyway, once you want to build things, do not put everything into Astro, which is the main takeaway from this video. If you put everything into the Astro file, it's just gonna be headache. Make sure the Astro file just contain HTML. Actually, you do not need HTML. For example, you could move the HTML into templates. For example, this is movie template. You can just move everything here, and you only can have like 3, maybe 10 lines. If you go here, character, okay, style, I don't need this style, pages, guide, memory. You can see this is how you can do it. Only 9 lines. We're gonna import the template, then importing the GS file. And the template has all the layout and everything. This is very much clearer than what I did with the character. I can see it's around 192 line, which will make your code much easier to debug. If I want to debug this memory stuff, I could go into template. You need to have the same name. If you change the name, Astro will not organize it. Where's template here? You can see memory templates, and it has all the HTML codes. You can see, and if I want change here, it will change all the pages that follow this template. This is really much clearer approach than using just so the Astro file is gonna be containing HTML template, layout template, what else, and not template, layout, and CSS. This is a 3 point in GS. So 4 points we need to import into your Astro. Then Astro is just gonna be acting as the main thing. This will be easier to scale off for many projects. I just wanted to share this information because that took me actually quite some weeks to figure out this build. I hope you found this information useful. Let's see another one. Bye.